All right, well, welcome to our first e-learning video. First, I would like to say that I hate negative numbers. Don't like them. And I will stop at nothing to avoid them. That's your dad joke of the day. All right, so once you guys have Skyward access again, you'll notice that, well, the quizzes didn't go as I would have hoped. And so, for better or for worse, we're starting over. So it should be mostly a review, or entirely a review, these first 3 days of e-learning. And so hopefully that goes pretty well for you guys. All right, so today we're going to talk about adding and subtracting inequalities. I've put the variable strictly on the left side today and tomorrow, and then on Friday we're going to look at variables on the right side. All right, so we've got 7 plus r less than or equal to 5. We're going to undo addition with subtraction. We want to get r by itself. Well, how can I get r by itself? Well, I got to get rid of the 7. I can get rid of the 7 by subtracting 7 on both sides of the inequality. So r is now less than or equal to negative 2. Remember, we've got our cute little box here. And so less than or equal to, we're going to go to the left, and we're going to fill in the circle. So we're filling in a circle at negative 2. And then the graph points to the left, so we're going to the left. Okay, this points to the left like an arrow, so we drew our graph to the left. Less than or equal to points to the numbers that are less. Number 2 here, we've got 3 plus r less than 10. We're trying to get r by itself. How can I do that? I've got to get rid of the 3. I'm still seeing, despite the weeks we spent on solving equations, I'm still seeing sometimes we'll make that mistake of messing with this number over here. We want to get the variable by itself, so that's the number that we want to get rid of. We want to get rid of the 3 because the 3 is next to the variable. R is now less than 7. Open circle. Going to the left. N plus 10 less than 16. Okay, we're trying to get the variable by itself. How can I do that? Well, I gotta get rid of this 10. N is less than 6. Still seeing a lack of answers as well. I have to have that final answer and then graph it. Have to have the answer, have to graph it. If your answer doesn't look like this, you've done something wrong. You should just have a variable, an inequality, and a number. That's it. Open circle, going to the left. A lot of addition problems so far. B plus 6 greater than or equal to 6. We're going to subtract 6 on both sides. B is greater than or equal to 0. Fill in the circle at 0. We're pointing to the right this time. We're going right. K plus 4 greater than or equal to negative 3. Undo addition with subtraction. K is greater than or equal to negative 7. Fill in the circle at negative 7 because it's got the bar underneath. This is pointing to the right. So we're going to go to the right. We need to draw a line. We need to have an arrow. We need to fill in the circle. We need to have an answer. You need to show your work. n minus 10 greater than or equal to negative 3. Okay, we're trying to get rid of this minus 10 because that's what's next to the variable. So we're going to add 10 on both sides. N is greater than or equal to 7. Fill in the circle at 7. Point to the right. X minus 9 greater than negative 9. We're trying to get rid of the minus 9 over here because that's where the x is. We get rid of minus 9 by adding 9. That'll make it add to 0. X is greater than 0. Open circle, go to the right. A minus 9 greater than negative 12. We're going to add 9 on both sides. Adding 9 because we're trying to get rid of minus 9. Minus 9 is what's next to the variable. So that's what we want to get rid of. A is greater than negative 12 plus 9 is negative 3. There's no line underneath, so I'm going to go with an open circle. It's pointing to the right, so my graph goes to the right. Going to draw a line, going to have an arrow, open circle. Got to have an answer. Five plus n greater than or equal to negative 5. Where is the variable? It's over here. What's next to the variable? Positive 5. How can I get rid of plus 5? That's right, we're going to subtract 5. N is greater than or equal to negative 10. Fill in the circle because it has a bar underneath of it. That means we fill in the circle. Graph point, or the inequality points to the right, and so do we. Here's number 10. M minus 8 greater than negative 6. That's not a 6. There we go. Where is the variable? Here it is. What is next to the variable? Well, we got minus 8. We're going to undo minus 8 with plus 8, so this adds to 0. Whatever you do on one side of an inequality, you do on the other. M is greater than 2. Open circle at 2, go to the right. Dos más. Second to last problem here, x minus 1 less than negative 5. Where's the variable? Here it is. What's next to the variable? Minus 1. How can I get rid of plus 1? Minus 1. That's right, we're going to add 1. X is less than negative 4. Open circle at negative 4 because it does not have the line underneath of it. Only fill in the circle if it's an equal to. And the inequality points left, and so do we. Make sure you give a final answer. So to receive full credit on your homework assignment, you got to make sure that you're doing these things. You're going to show your work. You're going to give a final answer. Just like n less than or equal to negative 4, and you're going to graph it. Each of the problems you do for homework today, this evening, whichever, should look just like these 12 problems that we've done. And I just gave you 12 problems for homework. Shouldn't take you more than, how long did it take us? 10 minutes to make the video, so I'm thinking you can definitely accomplish this task in about 15